Good morning, everyone. Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening, canning recipes, a little bit of everything. Gonna try to get some things done around here before the rain comes in. Did some mowing this morning, did some weed eating, but let's talk more about how the drought has affected us out here. Don't know if y'all can see him out there, but he's hand seeding that back acre with oats, and he'll go over it with some sunflowers. So he tilled up the ground, and then after he sows his seed, I think he's going to lightly till it in. And then the rain is supposed to start this evening, but certainly tomorrow, as in Sunday. And we're hearing different estimates of 6 inches to 9 inches. Not really sure what we're going to get, but we're trying to do some cleanup around the property just in case. To give you an idea of just how dry it's been, this is St. Augustine, and we've had to water it quite a bit from the well, and we've been trying to keep the yard watered. But let me show you what it looks like in other areas. This is where we haven't been able to water, guys, which is behind the barn. And that crack goes about 4 feet deep, and I'm not kidding. But anywhere we were not able to water, this is what it looks like. I'll provide an update after this week's rain. So you can see it's pretty ugly where we weren't able to water. We have spots like that all over our property. And as you saw, Greg is out there sowing his seed on that back acre, hoping to take advantage of this rain and get a good cover crop going so that we can use that back acre in the springtime, which we really need to do. And we're trying to expand our growing and our little farm. Now we have a gentleman that lives back there, believe it or not. He's built himself a little shanty shack, and he has had his goats and sheep and cows grazing on this very dry ground, which has those very same cracks. So this rain will be welcome to him too, because it'll green it up out there, and his livestock will have something to graze. So what's coming our way could be a drought buster if we get the 9 inches of rain, some are saying. And we're hoping it kind of spreads out over the week. Of course, we don't want it all at once because it'll run off, and we'll lose some of the benefits of it. So again, we have a 30% chance starting tonight, and then tomorrow I think is a 50% chance, and then Monday is like a 90% chance of rain, and then Tuesday and Wednesday. But it's going to be unseasonably cool next week. It's going to be in the mid 80s. I think Monday they're even saying in the mid 70s, which is going to be phenomenal for us to get caught up around here and get some things taken care of that we haven't been able to take care of during the heat, the dreaded heat, which has been terrible. And then it's going to be, I think, in the lower 90s. That's going to be unseasonably cool for us as well here in Texas in August. So we're not really sure. I don't know if I have a lot of faith in that forecast where it's going to be 91 degrees or something starting Friday and then into next week. But we will see. We will see. And I know that KP, I think you told me to watch Mark on, I think it's Weatherman Plus. And we do watch him, but I'll be sure and catch up on what he says today. And some of you also, we watch Pal Ponder, and we'll watch him as well, because we know that there's a tropical storm that's coming off of Africa, and I'm not really sure what that's going to do. But if we get a double whammy, that's for sure going to be a drought buster. You can bet my seed starters are really loving this change in the weather. So these are the lettuces, guys, I planted earlier in the week, and you can see my arugula is coming up and my bok choy, and it looks like I have some tom thumbs starting to come up. And we're just going to be patient and wait and see what happens with the rest of this. And these are my herbs that I planted yesterday. I do have onions continuing to germinate, and these are my onions that I harvested from our garden this year. And then I replanted much of our cauliflower, broccoli, and cabbage. So we're going to see what happens with those this week.
In these impacts, let them know what is coming. Even though you need this beneficial rain coming to the south and the southeast, this will be some very much catastrophic flooding that will be happening for Texas if the Euro is correct.
So will we get a drought buster? You just heard Mark on Weatherman Plus. He says that they're calling for extreme flooding in Dallas. Now, guys, we are in Johnson County, Texas, so we are about 30 miles south of Dallas and Fort Worth. We're kind of in between. So, not sure if we're covered in that area. It looks like we are. I just heard Mark say that they are forecasting maybe 12 inches of rain. So we've gone from 2 to 3 inches of rain to 4 inches of rain to 6 inches of rain to 9 inches of rain to now quite possibly 9 to 12 inches of rain. Will that happen? That remains to be seen, but I will tell you that our lows next week, we're going to have a couple of days that they're saying our lows are going to be around 69 degrees, which is unheard of this time of year. Our lows this time of year have been as high as 80, 85 degrees in the mornings, which we have had over the last month, 2 months in the mornings. So we are looking at a significant weather change that could affect our fall gardening for the better here in North Texas. So if we really are going to get this much rain, number one, there is going to be flooding. So we plan on just kind of hunkering down and trying to get everything done today before the rain starts. But there will be flooding, and we want the rain to come daily and gradually because we don't want the runoff, but we very well may get it maybe in about 2 to 3 days span of time. So for us, the rest of August right now looks to be mild. We don't look to be getting anywhere near the triple digits, the 100-degree temperature range. For the rest of the month, we're at the 20th of August and all into next week and the week after. As I said earlier, they're saying lower 90s. Again, I'll believe it when I see it, but I'll take it if it does come. So normally a drought buster for us is a hurricane or a tropical storm that comes up through Houston and Galveston, or Galveston and Houston, and then comes right up through north central Texas and dumps about 10 to 13 inches of rain on us all at once. This is going to act like that sort of a drought buster, but I don't believe it's a tropical storm that's going to be causing it. But that's how it normally goes here. When we are in an extreme drought here in Texas, around this, probably around September, we start to get the tropical development, and it comes up, like I said, up through Galveston and Houston, and dumps about 13 inches of rain on us, and that stops our drought. And it fills our ponds, and it fills our creeks, and it fills our lakes. And I'll tell you, one of our local lakes here up in Fort Worth called Benbrook Lake is down almost 10 feet. Guys, that's a major reservoir for Tarrant County and their water usage. So things are bad. Things are bad here, and we do need a drought buster. And it's going to take a drought buster to get us out of this. And I think that this week might be it. So, to all my subscribers here in Texas and Central Texas and North Texas and East Texas looks like it's going to get hammered. I think Eagle Over, you're out there in East Texas. And let's see, I know Cheryl, you're down there on the Gulf Coast, and I know you've been getting lots of rain. But guys, this could be a blessing for us. It could be dangerous, so be careful if you decide to get out and about this week and watch for flash flooding. But it could be a blessing for us because we've all struggled so terribly with our summer gardens that our fall gardens may be our biggest harvest this year. So this week, when we're having this weather, we'll be able to work in the high tunnels. We'll be able to plant our cool weather crops and our fall crops. I got a lot of seed starters that I need to transplant into the 3-inch pots that I'll be doing this week, and I got some more seed starting I need to do. It's about 85 degrees here, but it's very humid, so it's a little warm. Greg did get that back acre seeded, and he did get it tilled in, and so now he's getting ready to go out there and spray it with his magical mixture of fertilizer, which is fish emulsion and chicken manure, and some of his minerals. But guys, it smells terrible. But we'll put it this way, when he came outside, I started looking at the bottom of my shoe, and I'm serious. So anyway, he's getting ready to go out there and spray it with his biological mixture before it rains, so he can help get the oat seeds and the sunflower seeds and the rest of the cover crop, which has a little mixture of other things in it, started. And we're going to take advantage of this rain. And we don't think it'll flood on our back acre. Our back acre normally doesn't flood. Could change, but it normally doesn't. It should suck it up pretty well, so I'm hoping it doesn't wash that away. And if it does, he'll reseed. But anyway, stay tuned this week. We will be reporting from Johnson County, Texas on how the rain is going, if we are in a drought buster, if we are getting what we need, and how things are faring. So thank you guys very much for watching us. Thank you for your support. We love each and every one of you. We got to get back to working and getting busy and trying to take advantage of this cloud cover, and get ready. Just get ready. So my friends, start getting your seeds either started or start plotting out today, and you might have a little bit of time tomorrow if you're gardening outside to till it up or work the ground and get your seeds planted, because you want to take advantage of these cooler temps for them to germinate, and you want to take advantage of this wonderful rain, praise the Lord, that's on its way. Take care. God bless. Love you guys. Stay tuned.